Peace to the MWAs. Peace to the flockulators. I'm going to reveal a mystery today. So for those who like mysteries being revealed, I would advise you to perk your ears up and open your eyes. You have read in the book of Joel that the sun shall be darkened and the moon shall become blood before the great day of I am come. Yahusha also mentioned this in the book of Matthew. It is also mentioned in the book of Revelation when the sixth seal is opened. The sun becomes black as sackcloth of hair. And the moon shall become blood. The moon shall not give her light. My words are spirit and they are life. So now I've already told you guys how you will interpret the word if you are using your carnal ears to understand and your carnal mind to try to grasp. Isn't this right, MWAs? So that means that there's a mystery hidden in these words. These words are a warning. They're a sign that when men see it, then they know that the hour is nigh. The hour is at hand when they see it. And I'm sure for many, many hundreds of years, men have looked to the sun and looked to the moon as their sign that the day of I am is at hand. But as I've already told you, behold, I show you a mystery. You read in the scriptures, the love of many shall wax cold. That means the hearts of many that were once warm shall grow, or in other words, become cold. Do y'all hear that there, little flockulators? When the sun come out in the morning, it's light and it's bright, but it also brings with it warmth, does it not? But if that sun grow dim or turn black as sackcloth of hair, what do you think will happen to the temperature? Yeah, MWAs, look at y'all little spidey senses tingling. I know they is. If you wise, they damn sure is. So now, we got a plow, don't we, little flock? So let's use it. If the love of many is waxing cold, then something that was bright is now become darkened, hasn't it? And what do you think it is? It's the heart of men. Remember, their thoughts were only evil continually. When was that going down? So then that's what's going down now, because isn't that what Yahushua said? Just as in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. So then, he made it very clear that men's thoughts would be evil continually. That means that the light in men became great darkness, or the love of many waxed cold. Same difference, isn't it? If your thoughts are evil continually, do you think you're thinking evil things or loving things? What would you all say? So then this is easy math, isn't it? So then men's hearts are growing dark. Men's thoughts have become dark, no longer light, no longer Christ-led. There's only one other mind then to be led by, and that's the carnal. That's Cain. That's a murderer. So do you see when Christ was crucified, they took a murderer instead, and that murderer that they took was named Bar-Abba, which means son of the Father? See how that's going there? See how it's going. So now, we've uncovered what the sun growing dark as sackcloth of hair means, and let's uncover it a little bit deeper for anybody who may be wondering what I mean here. Why does it say sackcloth of hair? Well, in order to understand that, you have to use the Hebraic mind and go back to the ancient old time and understand what was a sackcloth, first of all, made for, and second of all, what was it made out of? Now, when you find out what it primarily was made out of, which is black goat's hair, and you consider there was one named Esau who had hair like a shaggy goat. How do we know this? Because when Jacob disguised himself as his brother Esau, what did he put upon his neck and what did he put upon his hands? He didn't put any other animal. It's only one animal, skin and hair he used. What do you think it was? It was a goat. Do you see that there, little floccolators? Do you see the kind of Legos we be able to click over here because we spiritually minded? Can't you see it? So then let's continue. Ain't no need to stop it now. So we're uncovering that men's minds have been given over to a shaggy he-goat. Now, why is the sackcloth made out of a shaggy he-goat? Because it's rough to the touch. The roughness of the garment is like abrasive to the skin, which makes it uncomfortable. It's an outward show of your inner state. Can't you see what I'm saying here today? So since you're suffering on the inside, you're going through a rough time on the inside, you wear a rough garment on the outside to display that. It's called a sackcloth. And it's made out of goat hair. Skiddy-dee, can they understand me? I said, now skiddy-dee, can they understand Branch Boy B? Can they? I hope you can, because I'm making it nice and crystal clear, ain't I? So men's hearts no longer led by Christ because they've said, we don't want Christ. We want to crucify Christ. We want the shaggy he-goat. We want Bar-Abba. Bar-Abba means son of the Father. Who's that other son? I keep telling you guys, it's Cain, the son of perdition. I keep telling you that. Now, isn't it ironic that I've told you guys who I am? Look at the name right there. Look at the title of my page. You'll see my name right there, Grandson of Right Thought. Isn't it ironic? I've told you guys who I am and who I'm exposing. Who else would I be exposing if I am who I am? Look how that shit just clicked like a dadgum Lego. Who else would I be exposing if I am indeed who I am? Y'all know who I would be exposing. And who am I exposing? All right then. So that means that before the great day of I am come, many men are going to fall away, as the scriptures have said, and give their mind over to the beast. That's what the shaggy sackcloth of hair represent. The skin of a beast. A shaggy he-goat. Esau. The wicked grandson you don't need no dealings with, but y'all just can't seem but to want to deal with. Well, he's a killer. That's all he do is kill. And he'll kill you too, because that's all that he do. He was a murderer from the beginning. This is Cain. This is Esau. Because it's the same story. That's why I can use them interchangeably. Can't you see that there? It's all about the grandson. I keep telling you guys. That's why this is happening right now on earth. Men's hearts are going to turn dark, which means they're going to be given over to a murderous mind of only acquiring and getting for himself. That's what it means, the sun going dark. Now, what does it mean when the moon shall turn to blood? Didn't it say her? Come on! Didn't it say the moon shall not give her light? So therefore, the moon is feminine. And we can also prove this because the grandson have told you that the sea also represents this feminine energy, which is your emotions. Now, I just have a question here. Does the moon impact the tide? Or does it affect water? Does the moon affect a woman's cycle? Skeedily-dee. Well, look at that there. Do you guys know why? Because it's feminine. She's connected to it because it's feminine energy. Therefore, God has told you she shall not give her light. So that means the wonderful, beautiful, wonderful feminine energy that could be, that once was, has now been stamped out over to a murderous woman that only seek after blood. That would be called Jezebel. So do you see how that's going there? Do you see how that's going there? This has already been written in the book of Deuteronomy because it happened to the nation of Israel. Let's prove it. He who is tender among you, see, tender, that's Jacob, that's a smooth man. He who is tender among you shall turn evil toward his wife and toward his children, which he shall leave. That means the sun is gone. That means the sun ain't shining no more. Can y'all connect the Legos that the Hebrew done laid forth for you to connect? If you can try, if you spiritually minded it, you ain't got to try, it just will happen. But if you carnally minded, all you can do is try and fail. That's all that gonna happen. But look at the clickety-click going on here at the School of Marvelous Light. Y'all can't deny, y'all didn't know this, but now you do. Ain't that interesting? How I know you didn't know it? Because Abba said it's a mystery that he told me to reveal. Therefore, if he told me to reveal it, then that means it ain't been revealed. Now, has it? Okay, then. So now I'll just continue. She shall not give her light. So that wonderful feminine energy, let's read Deuteronomy again. The tender and delicate woman among you. Look at that there. Is that what it say? Yeah, it just happens to say that there too. She shall turn evil toward her husband and toward her children. Look at that there. So that means that there was a blessing. That's when the light was shining, the sun was shining, and the moon was giving her light and every damn thing. And then a curse came. That's when the sun withdrew from shining and became sackcloth like a shaggy he-goat. And the moon was no longer shite and briny and white. It was all of a sudden bloody, because that's all she wanted was blood, 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 as Jezebel shall tell you that. Did Jezebel kill somebody to get his vineyard? Yes. So then, do you see what I'm trying to say to you here today? Now, to prove what I'm saying to you, before the great and notable day of Yahusha, when he was revealed and he was glorified, what happened to men and women's hearts? They all cried in unison for what? His blood. They said, crucify him. Is that not what they said? Or is that actually what they said? You tell me. Crucify him is what they said, is it not? The men and the women in unison was calling out for Christ to be crucified. This means that the people actually asked for the light to be removed. Christ is the light of men. Isn't that what it says? So then that means he's the sun. So then they asked for him to be removed. In place of who? A murderer. Barabbas. That's the sackcloth I was describing to you. Look at that there. Look at that there. Can you deny the grandson making that shit so clear? Hell no, you can't deny it. Your ass sitting there stunned. You like, wait a minute here. I'm looking for the sun to turn black and for the moon to turn into blood and then that means that everybody better watch out because here he comes. No, you better watch out when people start saying, I don't want the light anymore. I want a murderer instead. That's when you better watch out. When women start saying, give me blood, 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 kill, kill, kill. I don't give a shit. I want to kill. And you can't imagine a woman being like that. Well, God told you in Deuteronomy 28 that if you don't keep his commandments, that's the kind of woman you will have. She will literally look for a murderer and leave you for him. And you'll be sitting there, as I said earlier, stunned. What the hell? How the hell could she want a guy like that? She wants to live. You can't buy or sell without his mark. So who seems powerful in the last days? The other grandson I keep telling you guys about. But if he's so powerful and his mark can save you, then why in the hell did God say, if you take that mark, then your ass is cut off? I mean, damn, grandson, that is exactly what it says. Yep, that is what it says. But if the whole world going to go after the beast and wander after him and worship him, as the scripture hath said, then that means that they clearly rejected the light. That's what Joel was telling you. That's what Christ was telling you. And that's what John in Revelation was saying too. They all saying the same thing. They all saying the same thing. You would not know this unless the revealer came to reveal what he had said to you. That's who has to prophesy again, because the people of the earth don't understand. So he's going to help them. Isn't that what I'm actually doing? So then who can deny what I'm saying is true? I told you guys, the darkness is here. You have to decide whether you're going to let it rule you or whether you're going to have dominion over it. That's all it literally means. The only way you can have dominion over this darkness that I'm describing is the truth. What else is going to conquer over great ignorance? The only reason you will subject yourself to being led by a murderer is you're clearly ignorant. That's why Yahushua said, forgive them. They don't know what they have literally done to themselves. They've taken a murderer instead of me, their good shepherd, the husband that they say they want, the comfort that they all say that they're looking for. Once they feel a taste of it, they get bored and they look for a murderer to make them feel excited again. I told you I'm talking about men and women here. Yep. Y'all better call the ambulance, man. Because shit is already done got hectic. It's already happened. Nobody can go back now. You are what you are. I've been saying it. You are what you are. The pressure you feel is because everybody's been faking it. And as long as you're faking it, you can't be at ease. Well, you're going to burst out of the circumstance you're in and be thrust into the truth. So you better hope you've been sowing good seeds so that you can reap a good harvest. But a lot of people can't sow a damn thing because they're just a tare. And we know what happens to tares. So now I would be remiss if I didn't mention the third part, because there may be some smart aleck in the back row going, yeah, he's a wolf and shit. He tried to come in here. I just bonked him on his head and sent him on his way. He tried to come in here and go, but grandson, you thought you were so clever unveiling a mystery and everything. You forgot the part where it says, the stars shall fall from heaven. What about that part there? Did you not hear that I already covered it? Well, no, you didn't. So let me go ahead and tell the little flock, since those are who this pertains to. Did I not tell you in Deuteronomy it says, the man shall turn evil toward the wife of his bosom, and toward his children which he shall leave. Well, guys, how do you think a child feels when the father leaves? The stars fall from heaven. That's what happens. There's no more twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. There's no more of that anymore. There's sackcloth, ashes, sadness, grief. That's what happens to the children. Why do the children suffer? Because the man and the woman, too damn stupid, too damn stubborn, hard-headed, too and full of rage, hatred. The woman is too full of bloodlust and want that man to die for some weird ass reason. She doesn't want to admit her misandry, but she needs to before God kill her for it. And the man needs to stand up on his own 2 feet and say, no matter what the fuck you say, woman, I'm a man and I'm not changing. Don't give a damn what you throw at me. I don't give a damn what you say to me. I'm not changing. You're just going to waste your breath and you're just going to waste your damn time. When you're like that, you're like God, because God don't change. Men change when they women get to acting funny, and that need to stop. Y'all hear me? It's a hilarious thing when you see a man proclaim all type of man things and what men should do, and man, I'm a man's man. And yet, as soon as a woman acts flaky, he gets changed. Baby, I called you earlier. You didn't answer my call. What were you doing? Shit, trying to get a break from your ass, nigga. That's what in the hell she was doing. I can tell you for her. She was trying to get a break from your old clamoring, yammering ass. Chasing after her all damn day. Oh. Yeah, I guess maybe she had some other stuff to do. Yeah, maybe she did, nigga. Go live your life. Stop wondering about where the hell her emotions is going and following after them. You do that shit, your ass gonna be following till your ass dead. You'll never be a leader as long as you following after some woman's emotions. A woman will tell you that. Women despise men that chase after their emotions. I hope y'all men heard that. I don't give a damn what she says with her mouth, because women lie. So it's best to watch what she do with her actions. And her actions will show you that if you chase after her and clamor all after her and baby, she's going to eventually want to get away from you. And then when she wants to get away from you, the first thing you weak ass niggas out there do is get to calling, get the texting, get the chasing, get the flowering, get the chocolating, get the strawberrying, and everything else. Shit. Y'all niggas get to ing every damn thing. Trying to win her back. And all you doing is pushing her further away from you. Back more into the arms of a murderer who she think gonna deliver her from this boring ass comfort she been living in. Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell you here today? He said, all day long I extend my hands to cover you like a hen would do the chicks, but you would not allow me to. See that there? If all day long I'm extending my hands to cover you, that means I'm offering you comfort. Look who gotta come. Look who Yahusha gotta send. Come on now. Y'all didn't know that was Noah's name? It don't change. He said, just as in the days of Noah. Noah's name means comfort. So shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. That's the comforter. Because you're living in the same time when men thought is evil continually. And great violence was in the earth. Isn't that what it say? That's what it says. So that's what I'm describing to you. That's what it means about the sackcloth of the sun. That's what it means about the blood of the moon, her light, it says. And that's what it means about the stars of heaven. The man didn't turn evil. He was tender and delicate, shining bright like the sun. That's what it means when you're tender and delicate. But now you're evil. So then your ass is black as sackcloth and became a beast. And that woman is now Bloody Mary. Shit, don't go in the bathroom looking for her ass, because she'll jump on out at this hour. Now she's Bloody Mary. Shit. Instead of Immaculate Mary, she's Bloody Mary. Oh shit. Bloody Mary coming for blood, nigga. She'll kill everything. She'll kill everything. And won't feel nothing about it. They be like, okay, lady, there's the remains of the fetus. They're on the tray. Thank you. Shh. Glad I got that relief. Y'all think I'm joking. Y'all didn't understand when Solomon was king? A woman, baby died in the middle of the night. So do you know what that woman did? She took another woman's baby and put the dead baby in her arms and took her live baby over with herself and went to sleep. Well, when the woman woke up and realized that she was holding a dead baby, she looked at that baby and realized it wasn't hers. So they had to go to the king, of course, because there was a discrepancy concerning that live baby, whose baby it was. Well, Solomon took a sword, and you guys know this story. He took a sword, and when he lifted it up to cut that child in half, the real mother said, "Stop, give her the child." Now, I know people like to focus on the one that said, "Stop, give her the child," because that's the bright, shiny moon. But we're talking about the bloody moon, the Bloody Mary. So let's see what Bloody Mary over there said, the one whose baby died. That's Bloody Mary. Let's see what she said when the sword was lifted up. She didn't say a damn thing. She didn't say a damn thing. You know why? Because her baby was dead, so she didn't give a fuck if that baby got chopped in half. Did she? Now, when she took that other woman's baby, who was she thinking about? The other woman? So then you guys see, there is no wickedness. All wickedness is but little to the wicked comparison. And excuse me, let me clean that up so I can say it nice and clear. Won't confuse anybody. Let me say this decently and in order. All wickedness is but little in comparison to the wickedness of a woman. Yeah, ain't no wickedness like Bloody Mary, y'all. She wiped her mouth and says, "I did no sin. I ain't do nothing wrong." Shit. Yes, you did. But you just said you didn't, as if that just wiped away what you actually did. Like I told you guys, that's why I don't listen to what she says. I listen to what she does. Can't you see why now? Bloody. So let's describe Bloody Mary so everybody can understand the moon turning to blood now. Bloody Mary does things like this. She cheats on her husband. She doesn't think that she killed him when she did that. But if you ask any man who's married to a woman, if she cheats on him and he finds out about it, how does that make you feel, brother? It doesn't make you feel anything. This is what it actually does. I mean, it does make you feel, but that's irrelevant to the fact of what it actually does. It kills him. He is no longer the man that he was before he found out. After he found out, he is a different man forever. So that means he died. Who killed him? That's my question. So do you see Bloody Mary now? But she wipes her hands in this case and says she did no sin. Well, that's what is being described. That's going to increase in a great level at this time on the earth. Women they're going to be driven by an insatiable feeling that they cannot describe nor understand because it's coming from the shadow within them that they deny is there. Only the women that have faced their shadows, understand themselves in totality, are going to be able to reconcile this energy, just like the man. What I've told you guys about. Now, do you understand why my messages have been about, I sounded country as hell right there, why my messages have been about reconciling the two between and making one? Isn't that what I've been talking to you guys about? Stop denying the shadow. Stop denying the dark, because it's there and you need to acknowledge it's there so that you can see yourself in totality, so that you can understand how to be who you are. It's about having dominion over all parts of your body, as I have said, ruling all nations with a rod of iron. See that there? You see it? If you can't do that, then that means you didn't overcome the hour of temptation. So now he will not keep you. That's the way it works. You did not keep the word of his patience, so now he will not keep you. You will be destroyed by this energy. You will be destroyed by it. It's not called the destroyer for no reason. It's called that for a reason. You see an exponential rise in divorce. Now, when you read the scripture, what does Abba say about divorce? That he loves it? What did Christ say? From the beginning, it was not so, but because of the hardness of your hearts, Moses allowed you to write a bill of divorcement. So then we can make that very clear. That means that God doesn't want you to do it at all. But your heart's so damn hard, you can't forgive nothing. So therefore, he's going to allow you some grace and write a bill of divorcement. Not that that's what I want you to do. It's just that you're so hard-hearted that I'll allow you to do it. Now, do that sound right to y'all? That's just, well, since he said we can, we should. You just gonna skip over the part where he says you're hard-hearted, right? That's why you're doing it. But he, but she, but he. Yeah, you sound just like Adam and Eve when she ate and he ate. You sound just like them. So that means you both done sinned. How come y'all acting like one of y'all got the right to judge if you've both sinned? Now, my question is, have both parties sinned in any relationship? I don't give a damn who they is. In every marriage, have both parties sinned? Have both parties trespassed? So then who has the right to judge the other? Skeet and dee, look how hard-hearted people can be. Y'all all can't deny that this was righteous, what I just said to you. Y'all all know that. But look how y'all just go on into the world, not you MWAs, but the rest of the world, you'll just go right along and just go right on, keep on doing it because your heart's so hard. You can't see that the sun is out. You can't see that the moon is blood. You can't see that the stars didn't fail and that the heaven didn't roll back like a scroll. And there's a big-ass earthquake. And it moved all the mountains and all of the damn islands. They all moved out of their place. Everything has changed now because darkness then took hold of everybody. Now, when you read about the last days, just to confirm what I mean about the hearts turning black and every damn thing, this is what it's describing to you. Men's thoughts turning evil continually. And you see how God sent the grandson of right thought? Now, if God is giving grace in the last days, if it's about men's thoughts turning evil continually, just as the days of Noah, what would God send? Other than the grandson of right thought. Interesting how that worked, isn't it? Yeah, I would say it's beautiful and perfect. But those who just refuse because of their hard heart to see this, it just means that you just ain't part of it. You ain't elect. You ain't an MWA then. You see that there? This is about dominion. This is about having rulership. He said, I made thee a nation of kings and priests. So are you surprised that I've told you all I'm a king and a priest? Is that surprising? If God said that's what he made us? No, it's not surprising. But look how many people shudder at the sound of me saying it. Oh my God, this guy, he just really think he's somebody. I'm not telling you who I think I am. I'm telling you who Abba said I am. Because isn't it his opinion that matters? What good is it for me to tell you the shit I think I am? What good is that? With my human limited knowledge of what a thing is. How the hell could I tell you anything about me that registers as value when I'm limited in my thinking? But the Father, when he says what a thing is, then you got to wrestle with him to try to prove that what he said ain't true. Not me. You got to wrestle with that guy. Now, can you? I say thee nay, but you can go ahead on and try anyway if you think that you can. If you think that you can, just give it your best damn shot. Give it your best damn shot. So now, those who know this about the end days also know that the Bible also talks about men turning evil and starting to kill their own brothers and neighbors and friends until there are only a few people left up in a city. Isn't that what the book of Esdras says? You like, let me see real quick. You snatch up the Apocrypha, you turn the second Esdras and everything, you get to scrolling through and looking. Wait a minute, grandson told the truth again. It says people about to be acting crazy as hell. Yeah, that's what it means. They don't care about what they do, how it affects the person that they're doing it to. Let me give you an example of what I mean to make it even more clear. Cain means to acquire and get. He's a murderer. So at the expense of your brother, you will get something. This was also proven by the son of perdition, foreshadowed through Judas Iscariot. He gained 30 pieces of silver, but he gave his brother over in exchange. He betrayed the King of Glory for 30 pieces of silver. So he killed his brother to get something. That's the mark of the son of perdition. That's the mark of the beast. So then I'm telling you how the world will be in the last days. It's happening now because darkness has settled on in. You think the sun's still shining up in the morning, so then that means that it hasn't happened yet. Okay, I'm telling you it has. I'm telling you what it meant so that you can see how it has. Now, have you seen men and women acting squirrely as hell, only caring about getting more, being more narcissistic? Has the word narcissism grew in popularity over the last decade, or has it decreased in popularity? You know what it has done. Why? Because of what I'm telling you. Is narcissism a positive trait or a negative one? What would you say? But they're everywhere, aren't they? And they don't care who they hurt to get what they want to get. Isn't that true? All right then. All right then. So I don't think there's any more discrepancy about this, little flock. We could talk more about this, but I think I've covered that thoroughly for your mind to chew on that for a while and search through the spirit and see if what I have said reconciles with the truth. Silwan Misrala.